Okay, now we have this. Okay. This social media is not an easy thing, but we are trying to work it out. So let's go back and see if we are on. Okay. When you come in, share this video. We are talking about mental health, and May is our mental, very good, health awareness. Perfect. Now I'm in the right place. Okay. There we go. Then I'm going to pin this. I just want to pin this. Why it's not. Paris, I see you. Very good. So I'm pinning this. Okay. So we're good to go. So there is the information for donations. There is the group chat if you've not joined us in the WhatsApp group. And there is the M-Pesa number and Cash App. So anyway, happy Friday. And if you're finding me for the first time, my name is Penny. I am really trying to be my own media person. It is not an easy thing. My name is Penny. I come here 5 to 6 days a week to inspire you, to encourage you, or if possible, you can, learn something that can help you on your day-to-day living. So go ahead, help me share this video. That's what we do. Friends who care, go ahead and share. And I'm going to do that before I continue talking so we can invite everyone to this chat so we can all learn together. So go to your groups that you're in that allow people to share. Don't share in groups that don't allow people to share. And let us talk about mental health. All right. So have you shared the video? I see like 6 of you. So the video should have been shared how many times? 6 times. So do that. And then we are going to come back and talk about mental health. Okay. What's going on?
Who's taking it? Is it a car?
Ryan,
Yeah.
You actually wait for me to come on a video, then you're asking me a question.
No, because I just thought I have something.
Okay, what time?
I believe at 5:30, but I don't know.
It's 4:30. I'm live, right?
Yeah, but I didn't pause it.
How can I pause it? I was already talking. You had me talking, right? So you're going to, it's 4:30.
There's no car.
No, but regardless, so I stopped to talk to you and I'm live. So can you wait because it's 4:30 and the game is at 5:30? Okay? Okay. Family first. So that's my 11-year-old. He wants to make sure that he's not late for his game. Okay. So today we want to talk about mental health. And I'm not an expert. I'm just passionate about mental health. And I'm here to just take the little pieces that I have to put it together so we can all learn from each other. There is experts and there are people who have really perfected this field, and we are going to trust that they are going to lead us to that place where they can give you more information. But for me, I run a non-profit organization. I'm wearing my t-shirt. The organization is called amasase.org. I'm passionate about children very much. So what we do in Amasase, we worry about children. Like that is our primary focus, children who are under 18. We give the girls sanitary towels and we try to help children go to school. We pay their school fees. And in some cases, we are actually looking forward to try and take a few children on vacation. Once I feel chilled when I say that. once or twice a year when these children close, the vice president and I, Lona Retemo, we have discussed, because both of us like to travel, we are going to start sponsoring a few children from our program to go on vacation somewhere. They could go anywhere. If it's a country they need a visa, we'll try to help these children just to change their lives. So besides giving them sanitary towels, paying their school fees, and giving them Christmas gifts, we want them to start traveling because we really love that. So that's what I do. So today we wanted to talk about mental health awareness. And the reason I'm here, we are planning to have an awareness on the ground in Gusii. And what we are told is, before you start anything else anywhere else, I live in the United States, but we always have to start where? At home. Charity starts at home. And in fact, this is a perfect example. I was just about to serve, and then my child came in. I had to listen to my son, pause what I'm doing, because I'm doing this to give back to the community, attend to my son, make sure that I'm listening to him, because he was standing right here, and he wants to know who's going to take him to the game. So as much as I had prepped to come and talk, I have to pause and put my mask first before I put anybody's mask. What is my mask? My mask is my son. So I have to make sure my child is okay. I have to make sure I'm okay. So this whole week I've been running a program on my page, encouraging people to take care of themselves, because if you're well taken care of, you are able to take care of others. So if you go on any website or you're reading a book, we just want to talk about some of the reasons that mental illness, what causes mental illness, okay? The few notes that I have, number one, most of the time they find, sometimes or most of the time, there is child abuse trauma. Something happened when you were a child and you never let it go. There is social isolation, where you're not interacting with people, you're by yourself. So you find yourself very lonely, and in the process, you lose your mind. There is discrimination, where, like in the US, where you are being discriminated maybe against because you're Black. You feel like people don't like you because you're short. People don't like you because you're fat. People don't like you because your hair. And in Kenya, where I come from, people can dislike you for being a certain tribe. When you tell them you're Gusii, they just don't like you. That can cause mental illness. There is poverty, your environment, because some people are living in severe poverty. When they start getting symptoms, or when they are not feeling well, they are not able to seek treatment. In the process, they actually get worse. So your environment and poverty can make or can create mental illness to be a bigger disease than it is. Okay, death. Some of the people who are mentally unstable, somebody they loved died, and after the death, they never really recovered. They didn't get counseling. They didn't get anybody to talk to them. So death can cause that mental instability. Okay. Then there's a long-lasting stress. If you're under stress for a long time, you're going through so many things for a long time. Before you know it, you get to a point, like all of us right now, you get to a point where you can't think anymore. When you get to a point where you can't think anymore, your brain can shut down. Like I told you the other day, for me, I start thinking at 5 a.m. when I wake up. By 6 p.m., I stop thinking. Whether you are my friend or my family member, after 6 p.m., I do not engage in anything serious. I can engage in something that is not, that doesn't need my brain, but I try to shut down by 6 p.m. So long-term stress can also cause that kind of mental or chemical imbalance, they say. And some of the mental illnesses, they say they run in families. They say there are families that people used to commit suicide. There are families that, some things are just there. It runs in their family, anger issues, maybe sleeping disorders. Some things run in families, okay? And then there's a drug and alcohol abuse, where people are abusing alcohol for such a long time. With time, their mental status is affected. Or they've been taking drugs for a long time. They start hearing voices. They are not doing okay. With time, they just lose their mind. And then there's brain injury. In case you get an accident and you have a brain injury and you're no longer the same, So in the process, you find that we have all kinds of reasons that we have all these mental illnesses out here. The saddest part about mental illness, or the worst part about mental illness, there is no proper way to diagnose it. You know, the way you have a machine to check your blood pressure, the way you have a machine to check your blood sugar, the way you have a machine to give you malaria. Now we got a machine to give you the results for COVID. We have all kinds of ways to diagnose a disease. The sad part about mental illness, we are not able to clearly just say, you know what, you have it. So what happens, it's either you have it and you don't know, or your family member has it and you don't know, but you're living with it. And you know, when we see things happening where I come from, and that's why I'm talking about charity begins at home, and that's why GMA or Gusii mental illness awareness, program came up. Sometimes there are things that we see happening, and in my mother's case, she'll tell you, they are bewitched. That's why they are doing that, or somebody did something. They don't have. You can never. My mom cannot wrap herself to imagine that, you know what, there is a disease for someone who is gone to school and is a PhD doctor or is highly educated, that is sick in the head. How do you diagnose that? There is no proper way to diagnose that. So that is the problem that we are having, and that's why we are coming out here. For those of us who've been exposed, we've left the villages, and that's how we came up with this GMA, which is back to our village. It's in Gusii. We are starting at home. Charity begins at home. So we can create awareness and tell people that, you know what, when something like this happened, it's not just normal. It is not witchcraft. It is possible something is not right. So that's why they now we have counselors, now we have therapists, we have psychiatrists, we have all these medical professionals who are taking care of mental illness. But people are not even believing that this is a disease. So you know what? They're not responding to it. And this is what we want to do back home. We are going to start on our grassroots, where we came from. And what we are going to do, we are going to take a few people. When we started this, it's been since January that we came into a group. If I can tell you my personal vision, or what I was seeing, or what was in my mind, I want to use the book, The Tipping Point. Anybody who has read the book, The Tipping Point, I wanted to tap into a few people. We come together who are already doing something. And what the tipping point tells you, sometimes it doesn't take a lot of people. Right now we have 5 people on the podcast. It can take 2 people to start something, and then this thing will have a trickle effect that is going to reach a large number. You start with 2, but it's going to expand and go until it goes to, if you are from Gusii, we are going to start helping people from Ukambani. If you're from Kikuyu land, if you're in Mombasa, we are going to expand it. But it just takes a few people. And that is why when I joined this, I didn't join in because I wanted to start a non-profit organization. No, because I'm already running a non-profit organization that I'm passionate about. I put my 100, you see, I started this in 2017, and I give it my all. I wanted to get a match, I wanted to light the match, and then this match will touch everybody. When you light one match and the other matches are around, is that a proper English? You light one, who is now me, I'm going to put my light. It's going to touch everybody that is around me. How is that going to happen? In our community, we have different people. We have people who are called connectors. And for me, you need to now identify yourself and jump in and take your position. In my capacity, I'm a connector. I know all these people. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an engineer. I'm not anything that specific I can tell you. But I'm a connector. I can connect you to places or people that I know. So I'm a connector. I'm playing that role, and that's how come I'm on Facebook, to connect people. If that's you, we need you to join us. And then we have the people who are called the Mavens. These are the people who are professionals. They've gone to school. They're experts. They don't talk much. Like my friend Rispa, I always use her as an example. Rispa doesn't talk much. She's in Texas, but Rispa has a lot of information. She has knowledge in something, but she's not going to talk as much as I'm talking because I'm the connector. I'm talking to everybody. But Rispa is going to come in as, let's say, an organizer, a doctor, a psychiatrist, a counselor. You're an expert of something, but you don't have that connection. So I'm going to come to Rispa, and Rispa is going to give me that information, and then I'm going to sit here and present it to the people that I know. I spread it across. And then we have the salesman, who is right now our salesman in GMA. His name is Lamek Change. That's the person we've decided, Lamek, you're going to do sales. What is Lamek's job? Lamek's job is to go out there and tell you that, by the way, GMA is doing this. GMA is like this cup. This is GMA. If you come and join GMA, you're going to have a finished product like this. Because now we've spoken to Lamek. We have told him, Lamek, you have your friends. Go out there and tell your friends that we are trying to do this. Oh, my son is coming again. I have to put my mask. Come here. Come. So I can't put everybody's mask, and my mask is dropping. So this is my son, Ryan, and he's coughing. And I told you cannot put a mask on somebody before you put your own mask. So this is my mask.
Can I?
I need to put it on and ask you, Ryan, what do you want?
Do I ask Jeremiah to take any questions?
Yes. That's all?
Yeah.
Okay. So my mask is gone. So now I can help other people. So the salesman, and we have Mkisi, we have Nyaboke, we have all those our people. We have Egesa, Kinasirobi. We have all these people who are out there. They have their own friends. We are asking them, please come with us. Let's do what? Let's sell this idea to these people, because when we finish with GMA, we are going to have this, okay? And then, of course, we have those people who are wondering, what is going on? Who's going to tell us what's going on? Who's going to organize us? And I'm going to bring one of them. Tabi is organizing. Me, I just, even myself, I told you I'm disorganized. So we have someone like Tabi who is good in data collection. She's going to put the data together. She's going to say, Penny, we need this. When we are having a meeting, she's taking the notes. She's going to play that role. And she's been playing that role since she jumped into that. And remember, it's matches. Ryan, come on the top row there and see if there's matches, and give me matches, okay? She's going to put it together so we can share it to other people. And that top row, okay? So coming together, a few people, 6 of us, so we can cause influence as a community, okay? And you know, the thing that I want to teach our Africans, pull the draw, there's matches there. There's none? What as Africans we want to learn, and that is something that I really need to preach about. We need to get to a point when we started this, talking about this, and Tabi and I experienced this when we came to the group to tell people that, you know what, we are coming together. We just want to create mental health awareness. We want people to know there's a disease that you can have in the mind when people say this. And when we threw this to our community, a lot of other people in that community, when we said we wanted to do this, they came to us asking, oh, what can you do for us? But what they didn't realize, we just even didn't have a plan. We are just a group of people who came together and asking, what can we do? So the question you're supposed to ask yourself as you're watching me, or as you share this video, you get this video, we need to learn as Africans to ask ourselves, instead of asking, what can GMA do for me? Ask yourself, what can I do for GMA? We have not come to a place where we are learning how to give back. That is the narrative we want to push forward. Ask yourself, what can you give back? What can you do for GMA? Tabi is saying, because you know, when we wanted to do a flyer to put to tell people that we are trying to do this, the people that came to help us, they own a company. But they're asking me how much money, they're asking Tabby and I, how much money are you guys giving us so we can do this? Oh, we said, oh, by the way, we have nothing. We just want to give back out from our own accounts. We are not a non-profit organization. We want to give back to create awareness. Oh, no. The guy said, no, there's nothing for free. Okay, so now that is something I want us to practice. Yeah, as long as we are going to always ask people, what can you do for me, not what can I do for you, we are not going to grow. And you know the things we are doing, these things we are doing, we are not doing for us. I'm 50 years old. Whatever I'm doing right now is not for me. I'm doing this for this my son that came here. The past influences, the young people learn from us. We are not doing this so as we can benefit. Yes, you might benefit now, but we are influencing the future generation. Children don't learn from just being told. They learn by being modeled to. And that's why we want to go into the local communities to influence the future, not the present, not the people like my mom who already believes there is witchcraft. You cannot tell my mom there is no witches. But the children that are coming right now, when we are going to make t-shirts and go to our local communities and tell these people that, you know, we are GMA and we are coming to tell you that there's a disease called this, these children are going to listen to us. But great grandma might not listen to us. We are not worried about the old generation. We are worried about the upcoming generation. Now, the upcoming generation, they come on social media. What do they want to do? If you follow me by any chance, you know I travel. You know I'm doing this. I'm like living a good life, but I'm 50. But there is a child somewhere, I might think there has to be a child on Facebook that is probably 15 or 14, just like we did, who wants to be like me. They want to go to Dubai. They want to go to Vegas. They want to be like me because they are seeing that. And this is the generation we are worried about. How are we going to help these children? We are going to tell them that, oh, for you at 50 to do this, you need to do this. You need to take care of yourself. You need to make sure that your past is not holding you, because it's always your past that is holding you behind. And as a team, when we come together as professionals who are already doing something, we are going to find solutions, not just solutions for now. We are going to find solutions that are going to last a lifetime for this 10-year-old. Because now when I finish this video, I need to sit with my son and tell him some things at 11 years old you can do. Some things at 11 years old, don't disturb mommy. I have to teach him, but I have to respond. When he comes to me, I'm just not going to brush away my child because I want to talk on Facebook. No, I will listen to him. But when I finish, I'm going to tell him at 11 years old in the future, when mommy is doing this, do this, do this. So we are going on the ground to teach. And you know, we are starting with a few people. Finally, we are going to be visible. Finally, people are going to be like, oh, who are those people who came? Why did they come? They came because they want to tell us there's a disease that is in the brain and you can't see it. Because in the case where people are killing their own children, people are killing their parents, people are harming people because nobody really saw that coming and they don't know what's happening. Clearly, with a short of time, a certain given of time, they are going to know that, you know what, and if we continue this way, they are going to know that, oh, these people who told us the disease of this, they are coming back. Then they will know, oh, because when diabetes came, I'm sure they said it's witchcraft. When blood pressure, even blood pressure was not visible. Remember before they brought the machines? When the cancer came, the way cancer was, can you imagine what if my grandmother's time there was cancer? It was there, but there was no machine to diagnose that. They will just say somebody did it for them. Okay, so we are coming to the Gusii community, or even our community at large, to ask you, what can you do for GMA so we can go start at home? Because charity begins at home. Charity is not going to start somewhere where you don't know. America already has programs, but they have local programs that run here to help their people. But us who left Gusii a long time ago and we are here, we also need to start giving back to our local communities, because you know what? We've seen the light. We know what it is. And with that said, I'm going to bring Tabby on, and then we will talk about what is happening on the ground once Tabby has spoken, because I have the notes. Tabby, you can send your invite. Where are you? Come on. Go ahead, Tabby. Okay. We are starting the campaign, or rather, we are going to go on the ground starting from May 15th. And I have a couple locations that we have said that we are going to stop by, and I'm so happy to see that they are going to stop in my former school, Sirunga Girls High. And we want to ask people, if you're available, if you're available, come join the team. Come join the team so you can also go see the professionals, listen to them, or support them, even to pass water. We are looking for volunteers. We are looking for volunteers to just be there. You're not going to talk, even me, I don't talk about mental illness. I just bring the professionals, and the professionals are able to come and clarify, because I didn't go to school for that. There goes Tabi. Tabi, welcome.
Thank you, Penny.
I'm speaking to the loudest, and I'm going to allow you to just start talking so I can drink my coffee.
Please take some coffee, and thank you so much for warming the group so that we can. You are shining, Penny. I love your t-shirt first. You know, there is is still.
Yes. I met this in 2017 when I started the organization, and I love it.
And you see now it's shining somewhere. I remember when it was different colors.
And you see it has the flag.
Yes, it's Kenya +254.
Yes, I'm so proud to wear this t-shirt. 2017. Thank you. I'm passionate about this, and I'm the CEO.
And you can see, how Masase Asegetu, you know, that's how SDS sing.
That's where we got the song. That's where I got the name.
Really?
From. Yes, from the song.
That's my mom's favorite song.
So now you go look at that song and see what it says. It's a very nice song.
It's an amazing song. So Penny, we have two ADHD people. Now let me start from special needs. Now I'm starting to diagnose ourselves.
Yes.
We'll talk. I hope we will sleep on time.
No, me, I'm done.
Okay.
Me, I'm done. All I have is to give them the dates and the locations.
Okay.
Before you take it from there.
Before you leave, I just wanted us to. The little time I joined, I noticed you've actually tackled most of the question Change asked us to address, and I felt doing more of typing myself. Actually, I'm trying to be a reader, like read, and I know most people have the challenge of reading because kwanza WhatsApp inakwanga na to small handwriting, so it's really crazy to read through. And there are amazing stories that we need to read through, like the one that just posted on the WhatsApp group. So I didn't want us to break the questioning and all that. So I felt like this live could do a great deal for us to answer the questions. So maybe I think we're going to do it like a dialogue together. So we're going to start with
you have the questions, or you want me to read them for you?
I have the questions. You can actually read them. Like we can.
Go ahead. You have your notes. Use your notes.
I have my notes. Let me take out my.
Good. Go ahead.
All right. So, the first question was, what is GMA? So I think, Penny, you've been talking about GMA even on your group, even on Amasese, everywhere, wherever you come live, you try to talk what is GMA. But maybe I could just take from my notes is that GMA is just initials that stands for Gusii, and Gusii for, like Lina used to say, Gusii is not Kisi. I think
Gusii is Nyamira and Kisi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why we came up with Gusii, because it is the two counties, and M stands for, of course, mental health. The H is silent, but it's there. And the A stands for awareness. Why we said awareness? Because we were, as Penny you've just said, not all of us are specialists. So we are not here to treat. Even others, we are here to learn. Others, we are here to, to talk like we are talking at the moment. So we just felt like the first thing to start with is to create the awareness. Let everyone know that. Yes, we say we are named, or we are witchcrafts. It's not everything. Not when my pen drops, it's witchcraft that has dropped the pen. Even I remember the time you hosted me, I think it was 2017 or 20, long time. And I was saying that people used to ask me that you don't believe on witchcraft. And I told people that my dad used to tell me, okay, you want to believe in witchcraft. Kwanye kumera morogi. Like, let me say in English or Swahili. Have you ever met with a
witch? A witch?
Exactly. So I never used to know how to answer my dad back. So my dad told me, I don't want to say it's there or it's not there, but I think dad wanted to guard our mentality, not to build on everything on Oborogi, you know. But I guess even the Bible says Simon was Omorogi, so I want to leave the black magic aside and come back to GMA.
But
so
I think Tabi, Oborogi is a black and a mwamu, like witchcraft is like bad people. There's bad people.
They're bad people. That's very true. Yeah. So now why did I mention Oborogi here? Because we've seen people, actually, one thing I have seen happening is when you see someone picking papers on the road or talking by himself, you first name you will call. Kwanza Gusii, I think it is our language. You know, everybody more will say, Oine, how do I call it? There are words that if you hear them, you are like, oh my God, or you are tantaine, you know?
Even omorogi is a very common, casually used words.
Exactly. Exactly. So if not Evanimo or something, and they try to run away from them because they think they can harm them, and sometimes actually they do harm people. And if not that the case, they will talk about Oborogi or you are Arogide. So when it comes to you Arogide, you have to look for another black magic to remove that black magic. It's not hospital. So Dr. Njuguna and the group, Awana Kazi, when it comes to in Gusii, someone is being seen picking papers or talking to themselves, and which is not true. They are here to help us. So I felt like GMA should step in and tell people that Dr. Njuguna, their offices are open and they have learned. Even the other time Dr. Njuguna was live, you remember he said, I wish I could get a brain so I can tell you from the grassroots, like this part is for what, this part is for what, and what happens till someone starts picking papers. And actually that's why GMA is here. We just wanted to educate. It's not really necessarily Tabi to educate, not really necessarily Penny to educate, but so that's why you say that everyone, we are calling a group of people who will be GMA. Already, I'm very grateful and thankful that the people are there. Getting 400 plus people, actually 450 people from January till date, who are seated in a group or in a ship that they have not been told what's the vision. They have not been told what is the mission. They have not been told what's going to happen, but they are seated and waiting. It's a very, 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 I don't know how to thank them, but it's because I feel they saw that much, you know, they saw the light and they are like, let me be the person who is transferring the light or the fire. So back to GMA. So simply, so simply I say that it's a group of who is GMA. It's Penny and Tabi and Change and Lina and the 400 others. We are the GMA. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we are the GMA and we are just here without, you know, we have lots of things. If someone asks me, we have money, I refer back to Lina. Lina says, there's a lot of money. And when you ask Lina, where's the money? She will say, in our pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, in our pockets. The money is there. And when Lina says, we need human resource. Yes, we have specialists. You know?
Yeah.
And this makes me so happy because when I was doing the data, as you mentioned earlier, we found that out of the 400, 99% were educated from that group, either Montaro Muarimu, or they are pastors, or they are religion leaders, or they're in the county, and then all they are specialists all their nurses.
Yeah, 90% to not educated are professionals.
Are professionals and in mental health. Then we
Yeah.
were like, yes, this is it. So it's actually an amazing ship. That's the GMA, and we are going far. If you ask me the next question says, why are you here?
So Tabby,
Yeah.
you know you have a lot of questions.
Yes, the questions are.
You spent a lot of time on that one, which is okay. So now the other ones you're going to highlight. Yeah.
Exactly. The GMA was the one that
it's a big one. Yeah, you're
yes,
fine.
Yeah. So why are we here? Actually, you answered it. We are here to educate, and I've just ticked it by saying by teaching ourselves, educate ourselves, and help each other. You usually say if you are not having a mental illness, then you know someone who
has it. Yeah.
Exactly. So which means if you're here you've learned. Dr. Njuguna has told you what is mental illness. Then you meet someone who has the symptoms. You will say, this person needs help, and I know where to take I know where to take this person. So that's why we are here. Okay. Who are the targeted subjects? The targeted subjects is everybody. Again, it answers the first question I just said. If you know something, you will spread it over, so long as you're willing to do that. And then the other question that Change asked was, why target those subjects by educating the community? Yeah, actually, let me break it down to the targeted subjects. They are, at the moment, we said we go to churches. I feel that most of Gusii.
So tell me, I'll do that for you. Let me get those notes, how it is.
Okay,
go ahead. Now, here we have
churches.
That's when I'll interject. So on the weekend of May 13th, we are going to go to churches. And there's I'll mention Jogo SDA Church, Taracha SDA, Church of God Nyakongo, Catholic Church Mwembe.
Yes.
That is churches. Number 2 is the schools. On May 15th to 19th, they are going to go to Kegati High School, Itumbe DOK Primary School, Sidonga Girls, and Nyambaria Boys.
Yes.
And then number 3, they are going to go to Barazas. Okay, and they are looking at they're looking on the 22nd to the 26th.
Yes.
Okay? They are going to go to Marani, Kisii Central, Keroka, and Nyamira South.
Perfect. So someone might ask, how did we come up with these locations? First, definitely when you're going to someone's place, you have to knock the door, and the door has to be open for you to come. So
these places opened the door.
Exactly. So these people, and I want to take this chance to thank them for opening the doors for GMA, and we're sure that you're not going to regret, because it shall be great. It shall be big. Yes. I'm feeling it. And Benny, I know you have that feeling, like
I'm already feeling accomplished.
It's done. Yes, Amina.
Yeah.
And does that mean we are going to stop there? No. It's just that this is just the start. So someone might say, you didn't knock on my door. Maybe this time was not like we didn't reach there, but we are going to come definitely there. It's just a start. And are we going to do it only in May? No, it's just because May was hot, because it's the month of mental health. So we decided to flag it up with May, but we're going to continue with other months. So I think we've tackled why the targeted subjects by educating the community. Yes, I could add by saying it's because that's where most of the people are. School. If we start by nurturing, like what you were saying about
what I said, you the young ones,
the young ones, they are the future, they are the tomorrow's leaders. So definitely we have to target them. Churches, we don't want to let people just get brainwashed or told about a God. We have to be realistic. Like, we have to say also what's happening here. Spiritual growth is good, but we also need to know that this is the reality that we need to tell ourselves. And
And now I will jump on the next one, Tabi. I had to go to the notes. Why are we fundraising? I even said that why we are fundraising.
That's your question.
Yes, because like I said, and you remember, Tabi.
Yeah.
I already run this. That's why I wore my t-shirt. I'm running a non-profit organization. And I usually ask for donations to pay the kids' school fees, to buy sanitary towels. We have donors who are regular that I'm running a non-profit organization, and most of the time I end up funding it.
Yeah, you told me that.
The reason why as GMA we are coming out right now to ask for your donations, it's because we are not a non-profit organization. We wanted to be the tipping point. We wanted to be like that one match. You like that one match and spread it. But this match, the GMA match that is supposed to spread, does not have money because we are not a non-profit organization. We are just a group of people who get together and want to go to the local communities to create mental health awareness. And if Tabi, you remember when we spoke about this, it was that case of that boy that was sick for some time. They knew he was sick.
Yeah.
And there was nobody, like they didn't really treat it as a sickness. And then eventually when he did that, then and even the family came to the media people and they were clean about it. It wasn't a hidden, they didn't sugarcoat it. They said their son had been sick. So now, because we are not a non-profit organization, we don't have the funding, but we wanted to go to the local communities to create awareness. Now, in the future, as we continue, because we are saying now we are doing this is now, what about the future? In the future, if we are able to get to a position that we are able to get funding, we will be able to give services. Now, even with that said, within the group, we already have professionals who are willing to help. In some places, they charge, there's a small fee. In some places, like the specialists that are in America, so far they're giving that help for free. They're willing to listen to you and they're willing to direct you to the right place, because some of the problems they are having, they just need to talk to a professional.
Yeah. Actually, that's by talking to someone. That's true.
Yes. So that's why we are raising money right now. And in the future, if the organization gets to a point where we can get donors, then we can start giving services. But we need to be clear that at this time, we have no funding to give anybody services. And that's why I mentioned, as GMA, when you're coming in, right now, if you can ask yourself, what can I give GMA versus what can GMA give me? Because GMA is not able to give right now.
Actually, with what you've said, thank you so much, Penny, because you've summarized it and you've just hit the nail on the head. Do you know what just came to my mind when you asked your son for a matchstick or a matchbox? Actually, GMA is the matchbox. There's a possibility we can light the whole world, because
with one match.
In Gusii they call it overchoy, I guess so. So it's there, but it can't do it on its own. You have to bring that light, to click it so that it can create light. So yes, the will is there. That's why Penya Karanstega, she's not doing her bids. I know you have lots of bids that you need to that you need to be doing, but you put it aside. And I have lots of notes I need to write for tomorrow's school, but I had to put it aside and say, no, I have to come and light this match here. So the thing is, when someone is asking why are you fundraising, it's just simply, we want you to come with that capability, the stick, come and light and let's move. By the time, yes, go on.
Give what you can, and Tabi, you had. If you're a connector, connect people. If you're Marvin, give your expertise. Come give your whatever you're good at.
you are
If
good
you
at.
are salesman, come help us
And
raise
sell
funds.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's fundraising. It's not all about not only money. It's time. We will actually, Dr. Njuguna will need people who will escort her to make a walk. You can't walk alone and call it a walk. We
So
need
even just being there.
exactly. Come say, Dr. Njuguna, when you want people to walk, I can walk. Actually, walking is exercise. It's one way of being active, and it's a mental way. It's a way of healing, keeping fit. So it's like doing one thing and satisfied 3 or 4 5 others. So you can say, Dr. Njuguna, I'll be in for the walk. If you don't have the money, I know Kenya is so tough. I was there just days ago, and I know things are not easy, but that shilling, that time, that spreading, as you said, as a connector, will go a long way. So
And
that's,
Tabi, I want to tell you, since I started Amasase in 2017,
yeah.
I can tell you most of the donors are Kenyans.
Wow. Amazing.
And it is so inspiring when Kenyans are giving 100 shillings.
Mm.
When somebody is giving 100 shillings, they are saying that, you know what, buy that girl the sanitary towels.
Mm.
Let's give this child a school fees. So even if things are tough, even in America,
it's tough everywhere, Penny.
it's tough everywhere. So that's why we are asking people that, you know what, as much as when an organization comes from the US, that is in the past.
It's a big one. It's in the
People think that those people have money. But since I started to run Amasase, I tell our people that literally we don't have money. Or Americans never had money. They had that system. America has a system, especially the Christians, where if you earn $100, you eat $70, right?
and
You
30.
invest $10, you
Okay.
donate $10,
Wow.
and you save $10.
It's a good one.
Is that simple? You cannot get $100 and eat it by yourself.
I know. You can't grow, Penny. You can't.
So if we can get our people, which I'm really impressed with, Amasase, I can tell you we have a group of volunteers. If you can get to a point where you're giving 5 shillings because that's all you have, and somebody is giving 3 shillings because that's what they have, it takes a few people to light that match, and a small light fire can spread very far, and sometimes it can even be uncontrolled fire.
Yeah.
In the forest, when the fire starts in California, even your own problems are coming.
It is here.
Yes.
You say yeah, and whatever is saying here, it is because you say that it can be light. Yes, accepted.
Yes. So now, if there's a match in the forest, one match, it can burn acres.
It can bring the forest down.
Yes.
And I hope that will be GMA in a good way. It shall be a bonfire, and we shall never regret. Actually, to say the other one, I think we have 2 to go.
No, I think they were done. They are done.
Yeah. Okay. How are those funds gonna help? You just say that. And who is on the ground? Wow. On the ground. Now I want to comment what Lina says. We are the diaspora, and we don't know what's happening on ground. So the people on the ground are the real majestic here. They are the real deal because they know the problems. They know what is needed because they are there. So the only thing we could do maybe is come here live and do the planning and do the talking, but the people who are going to do and make this thing great, it is those people at home.
The book. I want to write the book.
Okay, you wanna write the book?
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
Tabi,
Here. So I think
I was looking for I'm not able to open my
minutes.
Yeah, I was looking at the budget.
Yes, I have the budget. Let me open.
What was can you itemize that real quick?
It's actually around 216.
Yeah.
That's the, then Lina said we should just keep it at 250. If that's better, we can work with 250. But the real budget was, because there is the miscellaneous and other things. So if you wish, I can share to you on WhatsApp quickly.
No, just quick. You can run it down so people know you are asking. You are saying, where's the money going? The money is going to buy T-shirts.
Okay. Let me get it quickly. Yeah, Penny, it's going to make the flyers. Even I've just seen that Rispa Rispa, she's just sending us the logos. The T-shirt is there. I've just seen the T-shirt. Let me give you the 1411 before you see it.
Rispa, I told you Rispa is a Marvin. She doesn't talk. She just acts.
So the where is this? Okay. Let me go to. Okay, I'm gonna go this way with my phone. It will be faster. Just hold on, please. This.
I was trying to find the budget. I don't see.
Yeah, I got it actually, Penny. I've sent it to you now.
But I can't open my phone.
Okay, now I've gotten it. Let me read it. I wanted also to share it to the laptop so I can read it through, so I don't use the phone. Okay, so the budget reads as loaded. Honey. Jay, please, a second. Why is it taking forever to open? It's opening. No, when you want something.
I know there was T-shirts, just itemize. You don't have to say the amount or whatever, but the items.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the real figures. Okay. Oh, sorry. The real the things, the breakdown. Mm-hmm. My word is opening. Give it 2 minutes, 1 second as we talk. So actually there were like T-shirts, there was the banner that they are going to hold for the walk. Why is it this so slow?
Let it open, Tabby, then you can read it. So guys, as Tabby is opening that, we are asking everyone to please join us. So that way, you can just go to the villages. This time we are just trying to tell them that there is a disease that is not visible.
My word.
Did you find Brandon? Is he coming? Practice is what time?
Oh. Okay, I'll just read it from my phone, Penny. It will be easier like that. Okay, so we have tents. I don't have to mention the amount, right, Penny?
No, just read the things, yeah.
The items, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have the tents, all right. We have the lunch for officers giving the mental health advice. You can't have the staff talk, and they will not have water. We will have public address system for Nyamira Walk, because that's where the walk is going to be. We will have PA system for barazas. We will have water. We will have banners. That will be 3 banners. We will have transportation to schools, and we will have. Okay, let me just change my location. We will have ribbons and pins. We will have printing assessment tools. We will have printing brochures, security escort for the walk. Yeah, because we can't just walk without security. And we will have photography. We will have media, refreshment for the people who will go for the walk. We will have entertainment. We will have master of the ceremony, that's the MC, and venue. At the venue, we'll have tents, we'll have chairs, and we will have the projector. And of course, we will have miscellaneous. So that came to the 216, roughly, but up, down, because definitely we can't just keep it at that. Sometimes things happen and the budget can go up. Yeah.
I think that's just about it. So we're asking people to please come up and donate. I'm going to go over the numbers that we have shared.
Yeah.
For the donations, and I've also pinned the link for WhatsApp if those ones who have not joined us to join us.
Oh no. Yes, please.
In fact, for anybody who's watching us,
they should share this. Actually, that will help us. That's how you do the match.
1 week, I've been talking about self-care.
This, I think, the 4th day or the 5th. You've been doing amazing job, Penny.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I've been focusing on self. When I talk about self, something that I really care about, like now, our children. Your children are disturbing you. My children are disturbing me. And I want people to make notes. You cannot help everybody else when you can't help yourself.
No way.
You need to be able to get yourself in a proper place, so that way you are able to help others.
Hold on,
Tabi.
I'm gonna go to Jeremiah's house and I'm gonna come back when you want to come back.
Okay. So you have to put your own mask. Make sure you put your own mask before you put somebody else's mask on. And with that said, I had put the information and I pinned it. I believe it's pinned where people can send donations to, people who are in America. On the website, if you're donating online, there is amasase.org. If you're donating on Cash App, there is Aburi Change. The number is 251-307-2354. If you're doing Zelle, the number is 507-271-6883. If you're doing M-Pesa, which is you guys at home, Douglas, send me $10, 10 shillings. 0717 58 30 and 30. That's the M-Pesa number. And on that link, there is a link to join GMA, the WhatsApp group. So you can be a part of the group and, get the updates on what we are doing.
And I think we can add the GMA Facebook, because actually that's where most of the time you do the live and all that.
Yeah, that one I already pinned. I already pinned it.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, I will. You can do that on the chat. If you cut the page, you can just put it in the. I'll put it on the comments.
Okay.
Okay, Tabi, I'm going to let you go because I have to go to practice. And let me tell you, I am extremely overwhelmed. I have so much going on.
I know.
Yes.
It's everyone. It's
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Penny. Thank you for creating the time to have this live. 58 minutes, it's not small time. It's 1 hour. It's a lot. Asante sana, and thank you, everyone. We can't mention to say names one by one who have been great. Everyone, you've been great. And thank you so much. God bless you. And bye. See you next time.
And they always say, if you're not infected, you are affected.
Yes. And actually, another thing I wanted to finish is the one I like most. And actually, that led me to be where I am. There is nothing greater than helping a person who will never thank you. It's the most amazing job. So that $10, that one Kenya shilling, that 1 dirham will go a long way. Actually, I have good news. Today I talked to my principal in the school and told them about GMA. Can you imagine? In Arab world, and the school was willing. They said, yes, please, we are willing to be part of GMA and donate. So I was like, and what if I didn't ask? So why did I say this? I was like, how will they relate Gusii and Arab? But actually, the principal was like, oh, it's mental health. We'll definitely support. Why I said this, it's because just open your mouth. Tell someone about it.
You don't even have to give yourself. You can just share.
Share it with someone. Someone will say yes. You might tell 10, and one will say yes. And that yes means a lot for Jamie.
And by the way, if we are doing Gusii now, the next time somebody will be doing this from Ukambani, another one will be doing from
Definitely, because they will
Meru.
it will be duplicated. Definitely.
Yes.
So let's do it.
Yes.
Thank you, Baba.
Okay.
All right. Good
All right.
night.
Cheers.
Oh,
Thanks.
good day. Me, I'm
All
going
right.
to sleep. It's 2 a.m.
Yeah. Oops. Hey, thank you guys so much. For those of you who tuned in through, and I'm asking everyone to come aboard and support us, even if you're an American, even if you're in Zambia, in your South Africa, wherever you are in Vegas, wherever you are, we are asking for your support so we can create awareness in our local community. It's not because we want to start with Gusii, not because we are Gusiis. We always want to start at home. You have to start from your house before you go helping everybody else. So we are choosing Gusii because you know what? Gusii is our home. That's where we have our family members. And that's why we want to tell them that, you know what, even if we are not there physically, we want to tell you that we are aware there's something like this. Please pay attention to it and do something about it, because charity begins where? Charity begins at home. So please do me a favor, share this video. I hope you've learned something. I hope you're going to be inspired. And I hope you can do something that is going to give you peace and unity. And above all, create time for yourself. Create time for your family. Create time for the people that you love. I put a quote there the other day that says, you know, you can count your money. You know how much money you have in your bank account, but you don't know how much time you have on planet Earth. Spend quality time with the people that you love. Spend quality time with your children. Spend quality time with your parents. Time. Use your time wisely on planet Earth. And whatever gift God has given you, the connectors, the Marines, the salespeople, you have a gift. And your gift is totally different than everybody else. Use it well. You cannot be somebody else. You cannot be your friend. You can't be your sister. Even children who are raised together, they don't turn out the same. All children who are twins, they don't turn out the same. Find your passion and be consistent. Just do it consistently. You're going to get results. Nothing happens in one day. It's consistency. It's a series of things. Cheers and thank you. God bless you for taking your time to be here, and have a lovely weekend. All right, here we go. Let me go put on my mask because I have to take care of my son. All right.